Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. You know, businesses are always trying to figure out what's next, what's going to be the big thing that changes how we interact with, well, pretty much everything. And that's what we're diving into today. We're talking about the Accenture Life Trends 2024 report, which is basically a crystal ball for how companies will connect with customers in the future. Now, this isn't just some abstract pie-in-the-sky stuff. We're talking about 5 major trends that are already starting to reshape the way we live, work, and of course, shop. And these trends are all about understanding the evolving needs, desires, and honestly, anxieties of consumers like you and me. So buckle up, because we're about to unpack a lot. We'll be talking about everything from the importance of trust and personalization in the digital age to the rise of AI and the need for companies to offer us more control over our technological experiences. Let's get started. The first trend Accenture highlights is the need for companies to put the consumer experience back where it belongs, at the center of everything they do. Remember the days when you felt like a valued customer, not just a transaction? Yeah, those were the good old days, but they don't have to be just a memory. The report argues that in today's world, where consumers have more choices than ever before, trust and loyalty are paramount. And the key to earning those things, surprise, surprise, is to create experiences that actually feel good, that feel human. We're talking about things like personalized interactions, seamless online and offline experiences, and a genuine commitment to customer service. And this isn't just about being nice for the sake of being nice, although that's always a plus. It's about understanding that when customers feel valued, when they feel heard, they're more likely to stick around, to tell their friends, and to become, dare I say it, brand advocates. So how can companies actually do this? Well, it starts with listening to customers, truly understanding their needs and pain points. It means investing in technologies that personalize interactions and streamline the customer journey. And perhaps most importantly, it requires a fundamental shift in mindset, one that prioritizes building lasting relationships over short-term gains. Okay, let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, artificial intelligence, specifically generative AI. Now, before you start picturing robots taking over the world, let's focus on how this technology can actually improve our lives as consumers. The Accenture report highlights how generative AI can be used to create incredibly personalized experiences. Imagine chatting with a virtual assistant who knows your preferences better than you know them yourself, who can anticipate your needs and offer solutions before you even know you have a problem. That's the power of generative AI. And it's not just about convenience, although that's definitely a perk. Generative AI can also help companies create more engaging and immersive experiences. Think personalized product recommendations, tailored content, and even AI-powered shopping assistants that make you feel like you have a personal stylist on call 24/7. But of course, with great power comes great responsibility, right? The report emphasizes the importance of using generative AI ethically and responsibly, ensuring that it enhances the human experience rather than replacing it altogether. Because ultimately, technology should be a tool that empowers us, not something that we feel powerless against. Chapter 3, Techno-Creativity, where innovation meets imagination. In a world saturated with content, it's not enough for brands to simply exist. They need to stand out. And that's where techno-creativity comes in. This trend is all about harnessing the power of technology to unlock new levels of creativity and innovation, to create experiences that are not just engaging but truly memorable. Think about it. We're constantly bombarded with ads, social media posts, and countless other forms of digital noise. To break through the clutter, brands need to offer something truly unique, something that sparks our imagination and captures our attention. And that's where technology can be a game changer. From augmented reality experiences that blend the digital and physical worlds to immersive storytelling that transports us to new dimensions, the possibilities are practically limitless. But techno-creativity isn't just about shiny new toys. It's about using technology in a way that feels authentic, that aligns with a brand's values and resonates with its audience. It's about pushing boundaries, experimenting, and yes, maybe even failing sometimes, because that's often where the most interesting innovations come from. Chapter 4, Error 429, Cognitive Overload. We live in a world of constant stimulation. Our phones are buzzing, notifications are popping up, and we're constantly bombarded with information from all sides. It's no wonder that many of us are experiencing what the Accenture report calls cognitive overload. We're overwhelmed, we're exhausted, and frankly, we're starting to crave a little bit of peace and quiet. And that's where this next trend comes in. The report argues that companies need to recognize the dangers of cognitive overload and start designing products and experiences that promote digital well-being. But what does that actually look like? Well, it could mean giving consumers more control over their data and how it's used. It could involve designing interfaces that are more intuitive and less overwhelming, or it could mean simply being more mindful of the amount of information we're asking consumers to process. The key here is to remember that technology should serve us, not the other way around. It's about finding a balance between the convenience and connectivity that technology offers and our need for mental space and well-being. Chapter 5, The Decade of Deconstruction. The final trend we're going to explore is what Accenture calls the Decade of Deconstruction. Now, that might sound a bit intimidating, but it's actually a really fascinating concept. Essentially, it's about the breakdown of traditional norms and expectations, particularly when it comes to things like identity, community, and consumption. For companies, this means that the old playbooks might not work anymore. Consumers are increasingly skeptical of one-size-fits-all solutions and mass-marketed messages. They're looking for brands that align with their values, that celebrate individuality, and that offer authentic experiences that resonate with their unique identities. This is a trend that's being driven by younger generations, particularly Gen Z, who are challenging the status quo and demanding greater inclusivity, transparency, and social responsibility from the brands they support. So, what does this mean for businesses? It means being willing to challenge their own assumptions, to embrace diversity and inclusivity, and to create experiences that are tailored to the individual, not the masses. It's about recognizing that the future of consumer engagement is all about building genuine connections and fostering a sense of belonging. So there you have it, 5 macro trends that are poised to reshape the way businesses interact with consumers in the years to come, from the importance of customer experience and the rise of generative AI to the need for techno-creativity and the embrace of digital well-being. These trends highlight the evolving landscape of consumer expectations and the need for companies to adapt. It's a challenging but also incredibly exciting time to be a business leader. By embracing these trends, by listening to their customers and adapting to their evolving needs, companies have the opportunity to not only survive, but to thrive in this new era of consumer engagement. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the Accenture Life Trends 2024 report. I hope you found it as thought-provoking as I did. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to the channel for more insights and strategies to help you navigate the ever-changing world of business and technology. Until next time.